Hello and welcome back to Amá CONVERSA. I'm your host, Marisa Salva, Portuguese American Fadista. And today we have Nicole, who was on season 1 of Amá CONVERSA, and she's back today for season 2. And we're so excited to have you back, and we're so excited to catch up. Nicole, how have you been? How are you?
So good to see you. Thank you so much for having me
So
back.
good.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to be here with you. So much has
It's been a
changed.
while. I
Yeah,
haven't
a
seen
lot.
Nicole in 2 years, and so many things have happened in 2 years. And we've known each other for 6 years now, which is insane. It feels like the other day that I just met you, but it's been
It
6
does.
years. So shout out to Diane Aguiar Dutra. If you're watching, we became friends because of Diane, and God bless Diane. I love her. I seriously love her.
Me
So
too.
Nicole, let's give a little bit of a rundown for people who are just joining us for the first time and didn't get a chance to see you on season 1, which it's still up and people can still go and check it out. But who is Nicole? Give a little background about who you are.
Yeah, sure. So I am a psychic medium. It took me a long time to come to that realization, but
And the real deal, y'all, the real deal. There's some
you.
people out there that are fake, they are imposters, they do not talk to spirits, they are not psychic, but Nicole is the real deal.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. And I feel like the last several years, my work has really shifted and changed. When I first started, I was kind of nervous to come out of the medium closet. And so I did what I would call a safe route. And I started
Yeah.
doing, angel cards and card readings of that nature. But the last couple of years, things have really shifted. And I noticed that there were patterns in my clients where they needed more support, more ongoing support for their own personal healing journey. So I started doing psychic life coaching
Yes,
on the
yes.
side.
I
So that's
love everything that you
fun.
do. You are
Oh,
amazing.
thank you so much.
Seriously.
I love to use this gift to help other people recognize their abilities and their potential. I think it's so freaking important.
I just got the chills, by the way. So somebody's telling me, Marissa, you need to go to Nicole to be your coach. Okay, somebody's telling me that right now.
I would love to help you and support you in that way. I love being able to help everyone tune into their own spiritual gifts and abilities and
Yes,
use their intuition. Like, I am really big on helping you tune into your intuition so that you can follow it and really do the things that light you up. So my mission is
powerful.
really, yes, my mission is really to help people connect with their higher self, their soul, their spirit, and feel that connection with their loved ones in spirit so that they can really go after the things that they dream of manifesting and creating in their life, and do that healing work with from within, and allow themselves to release things that don't serve them any longer. So I really like to use this work to help other people heal and grow and evolve.
Yes, and a common theme on Amal Converse and a common theme in my life and in your life is that when we help others, we are constantly being rewarded.
Yes.
Universe, or whatever you want to call it, is constantly rewarding us. And manifestation and universe alignment is extremely real. Sometimes
Mhm.
people are like, oh, there goes Marissa again with her weird theories.
With
But
her woo woo.
yeah, with her woo-woo, but it is actually really true. And I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for me believing in my own self and manifesting my dreams, right? Just like you in the beginning 6 years ago, you talked about that with me, and everything that we talked about then is really happening. Yes,
So
it was
cool.
kind of weird, like, to hear you, and I'm like, nah, I don't think so, but it's really true. And if you believe in yourself, the sky is the limit, and there is no barriers when you believe in
Yes.
yourself, right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely true.
So you've had lots of experiences and more clients during this 2 year span. I mean, I have not seen or spoken to you for so long. I was so excited to see you. And Nicole has helped me personally with lots of things. Okay. So I know she's the real deal. When we first did our reading with Spirit and my mom was there, we were both skeptics. I mean, hey, I'm just being honest. We were skeptical.
Yeah.
I had never had a reading prior to you. And it was crazy, the things that came through. And there's lots of people, especially in the Portuguese community, that do not believe in this stuff.
Right. Because
They
it
don't.
are
And
mostly
you're Catholic
Catholic,
too,
right?
and you're
Yeah.
Italian.
I was
So
born and raised Catholic, yes.
yeah. So you know how that is. And we're still Catholic, okay?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
this actually strengthens
Yes.
our faith and our relationship with God and
Yes.
our angels and the people that have passed. It strengthens everything. So this is not going against Catholicism. If anything, I believe it goes hand in hand. It's very spiritual. So can
I
you talk a
agree.
little bit how you overcome the skeptics and the criticism when it comes to that?
I'm really glad you're asking that question. And, I think it's good to have a healthy level of skepticism. I don't think that's a bad thing. And
Yeah.
I think it's something that can keep, the
It
client.
motivates us. It
It
motivates to
does.
keep going, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's good for the client and for the medium because it doesn't, it keeps us on our toes. It doesn't let us get
Yes.
lazy, right? There's
Opens their eyes, but it also brings a confidence level to you, right?
yes, both. And I think the most amazing thing about having a little bit of healthy skepticism is, I understand like mediumship can be scary and we want to believe and know that our loved ones are with us every single day. But
Yeah.
the skepticism is really the fear of what if I don't hear what I want? Or what if I don't get real proof? Or what if I hear something that I'm afraid of or that I don't want to know?
You're
And I think
scared
it's
of the unknown and you're scared to be disappointed and you're
yes.
scared to be let down,
Yes,
right?
absolutely. And I think too, because of how we grew up, we're taught that it's not an okay thing to do.
Yeah.
I really had a big aha moment, and it took me years of doing my own healing work to come to this space where I recognized, you know what? God gave me this
I
gift.
was just about to say
Yes,
that. God blessed you with this, and
yes,
this is your life purpose, is to
yes.
spread his love and light through your healings.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And until I got to that space of, okay, I didn't choose this, it was given to me. That's what opened the door to
Girl,
having it.
chills
Yes.
everywhere.
And
Everywhere.
every time I will tell you, every time I go into a session, the number one thing I do is I bring God into it and I bring my
Yes.
angels and the archangels and my clients' angels. I work in the light. And that's another thing I think people are skeptic about is like, is it going to be bad? Is it going to be scary?
Yeah.
I don't do that crap.
No, I
No,
know.
I
There's
don't do
a bad misconception and a
that.
bad judgment when we dive deep to connect with God or angels or archangels or
Yes.
loved ones who's passed. There's a big judgment with that.
Yes. And I just feel like there's so much of a blockage because we were taught certain things and we get scared of like, am I going against my beliefs? Am I going against God? Am I going to disappoint God if I do these things, engage in these things, believe in these things? But I agree with what you said, Marissa. I really believe that having that connection strengthens your connection with God and with source and it strengthens your hope and gives you peace
Absolutely.
and healing. And I think if we can lower the skepticism to realize, I might be a little bit anxious because I'm nervous about what might come through, but at the same time, I'm curious and I'm open, that's when mediumship can be super healing.
Absolutely. And I felt the same way about my music. At first, I didn't really, of course, I love to sing and I love Father and I love music, but I didn't necessarily, there was a big piece of the puzzle that was lacking. And that was my confidence in myself.
Yep.
And once I had the aha moment that this was a gift given to me that I must share and help others, then that's when the stuff really started coming into place and revving and rocking and rolling. But
Yep.
until that aha moment, I was kind of like just like treading water or even just getting my toes wet, kind of. But now I'm like fully immersed in the ocean. And like I always say, sky is the limit. Once you believe in yourself and you open that door up, there's literally nothing you cannot do.
So true. So true.
Literally.
And I love that you said that. And I believe that too. It's when you have those moments, those aha moments, that's healing for you. It does open what I would call like to be in the flow. And that's when things come into your world for you to start working through and manifesting and creating because you opened the space for it with your belief and your confidence in yourself.
That is so, so true. And that is really what has happened, not only in my life, but in your life too. I see your
Yeah.
business is booming, your business is progressing as it should. Can you give us maybe 2 or 3, I mean, it's up to you, goals that you've accomplished within these 2 years that you're super proud of, or maybe it's stuff that you're looking forward to in your future?
Oh, those are great questions. So I would say that what has changed a lot for me is that my mediumship gifts have really shifted. So I lost my mom a year and a half ago, and I had
I'm
this
so
crazy,
sorry.
thank you.
I remember that when I went back to our messages and I saw that was the last time we spoke was around that time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy. I'm so sorry, and I know how close you were
yeah,
with your
yes.
mom.
Thank you. And she was like my number one support with this, and and being Catholic, she believed in it. And so when she
Yeah.
passed, I was like, I went through my own, like, I mean, my grieving obviously made me
Yeah.
question, is this real? What do I do? Because I all of a sudden, I love to share this, and I think
It
it's
was that like you forgot everything when she was
yes,
gone.
yes, everything changed, and I thought, I didn't feel her or sense her the way I normally sense spirit. And I thought, I'm broken. Maybe this isn't real. But what happened was my grief shifted my gift. And instead of being
Oh,
able to see spirit, I started to hear spirit and feel them and feel their,
girl.
yes, and feel
So
their
you
emotion.
literally just keep going up and up and
Yes.
up in this. Oh
So
my
it's
god.
changing, it's evolving. And I mean, grieving never ends, but I'm through the worst pieces of it. And I had so many amazing medium friends that gave me readings after I lost my mom. And it gave me
Yeah.
such perspective on how healing mediumship is. And
Yeah.
that was also like another aha moment for me. I was like, I can't deny this anymore because I have to help people. And so on the other side, I call my mom my secretary. She comes through and she brings in
Yes.
spirit and she brings my clients. I'm like, come
Oh
on
my
in, be the
god.
secretary, mom. Let's do this work together.
That is
Just
amazing.
yeah, yeah. It's so beautiful to have her with me on that too.
Absolutely. And through your own grieving about your mom's passing, it not only it shifted your mediumship, but it made you stronger because you were getting readings from your colleagues and you were learning new things along the way to help others
Yep.
with their grieving process. Because now
Yes.
it's like, you're in there, you're in the fire, you're feeling it. You know more of what you can do to help others, right?
Yes. Exactly. It's a
That is
whole
amazing.
different perspective. Hmm.
And that, another thing that you mentioned that your mom is helping you from the other side. I think it's remarkable, and I totally believe in this. I was a skeptic before, okay, guys? Spirit can do amazing things from the other side. They're
Hmm.
still with you, they're still helping you, and they help with little miracles all the time. It's insane the power that a soul can have.
Hmm.
It's intense, it's insane. For those people who don't believe in that, and who are desperately wanting to feel their loved ones or hear from their loved ones, how would you say for them to open their eyes to the little signs? It could be nature, it could be coins, it could be different things. How can people open their eyes to see those signs?
That is such a good question. The first thing that I would say is to, like we talked about the skepticism, I would allow yourself to let go of the fear, because what happens is a lot of times we think, if they don't show me this specific bird or if they don't bring me this specific angel number, it's not real. What happens is spirit will bring you a sign when they know you need it most. If you're going through something, if you're needing some guidance, if you're needing some clarity. And you did mention a couple of signs. Some things can come in nature,
Yes,
birds, butterflies,
yes,
hawks, falcons, finding coins, having feathers fall into your lap, seeing angel numbers. So, what I would do is I would allow myself to let go of the fear and start to be open and start talking to your loved ones and say, you know what? I really need to have a sign. Can you please bring me a sign?
yes,
And
yes.
not give them parameters like on Tuesday at 111 on the
No, because
27th.
then you're just gonna get disappointed and let yourself
Yeah.
down. But it really comes at the times that you least expect it. I mean,
Yes.
not to get too much into it, but recently I was having a very difficult day, a very difficult day. And sometimes my grandma, she appears to me with coins. She will drop coins, and every time that happens, it stops me in my tracks. And I'm like, okay, she's got me. She's here with me. She's telling me to be strong, that everything's going to be okay. So literally I looked down and there was a quarter next to me.
Oh, I love it.
It wasn't there before. And then when my CD released this past September, I was, of course, very nervous because that was my baby. I worked on that CD for 2 years. And I was really scared to release it because I was scared maybe people are not going to like it. Maybe people are going to make fun of me. Who knows what could happen, right?
Right.
And I was very nervous about it. And I remember when the package came, I opened it and I took a CD out, and I don't have CD players in my home. I know it's crazy. Nobody has that anymore. So I had to go to my car to listen to the CD, and I put it in, and then I didn't realize this at the moment, and I put it in and I looked to the passenger side and there was coins on the passenger side. And I did not have anyone in my car for the longest time. So that wasn't me and that wasn't my husband.
Oh,
And
I
I
love
just
it.
looked, I saw the coins, and it's funny because I saw like one of each.
Yeah.
One of each, because I have a saying where my grandma would start leaving me pennies, and then she started leaving me nickels. Then she started leaving me dimes. Then she starts leaving me quarters. So it's been a progression, kind of like how life has progressed,
Yes.
where the dominant coins are getting higher and higher, right? So when I saw the chair, it had all of the coins. So oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna get emotional. So it's kind of like she was telling me, this is your progression. Here's all the coins. You've got it. You've made it. So these things are true. And then my grandpa, he comes to me in a form of bluebirds.
I was gonna say birds. I heard birds before you said that.
Bluebirds are his thing. I know that is him. And it's funny because now that I'm a homeowner in this home, I have a tree in my backyard that has a family of bluebirds.
I love that. Look at them watching over your home, and I know they're proud. I have to share this with you. I just heard, we're so proud. She made it. She made it. She made it. I just heard
So
that.
sweet. Thank you. Thank you. So, you know, when I see those bluebirds, it's just another affirmation of my grandpa that he has a background in dairies and agriculture. So I feel like being here out in the Central Valley is what he's telling me, like, this is your home. This is where you
Yes.
belong. So
It's where your roots are.
it's where my roots are. And it's very interesting because, like I said, I was one of those skeptics before, and now I'm a believer. I truly am a believer. And you have helped me 6 years ago when my grandma passed away. You helped me through that. We talked 6 months later after her passing, and it was monumental for me. And I am a true believer. I will always, always believe. And because of the little teachings that you have dropped along the way, and your social media has actually helped me with difficult things in my life. So if anyone can just check out Nicole, she is amazing, and she is beyond the words that I can describe. Honestly, it's a feeling. It's a feeling.
Thank you so much, sweetie. I felt that and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You heal people every single day. And I think people need to understand that if they're going through a hard time, maybe a passing, maybe someone has passed, I feel like they definitely need to contact you and, you know, get a reading done, get something done, because it is remarkable, the healing that does occur through your readings.
Reach out and ask for help because you're not alone in the grief.
Absolutely.
Sadness.
And this time around, this season, we're going to do something a little bit different, where every episode we end on a positive note, on a positive mantra.
Yes.
So today we have a very good quote by Queen Elizabeth II. And the quote is this: "It is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the lasting change." And I think that's what you do in your coaching. You talk about those small little steps. They're going to lead to a big change, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's not about the big jump. It's the journey to get there. And people think healing is really linear, but it's not. It keeps ascending. You master one thing and then you have to learn the next level and
Yes.
up level. So it's important to recognize that the steps all lead to something amazing. And that's the best part is of the journey, not
And
jumping.
don't get discouraged with those little steps, because sometimes we take those little steps and we're like, dang, nothing's happening. Nothing is happening here. But we must persevere. And it's those little steps, like you said, that's going to lead to the big thing happening in your life. It's all about that progression.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
thank you, Nicole. It
Thank
was
you
such a pleasure to
so
have
much.
you back for season 2. I hope to actually see you in person. It's been 6 years and we've never
That's
actually
true.
met, which is crazy because I feel like I
That's
know
true.
you so well.
We
So
need to have a mediumship event. That would be fun.
yes, of course. And now that I have my little store here in Hilmar, you
Yeah.
are welcome to come by anytime. And we actually do workshops and pop-ups and collaborative live.
Cool.
So whenever you want to come, I mean, the space is there. It's open.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Nicole. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Too, sweetie.
Love you, girl.
Much
Thank you
love.
so
Love
much
you
for
too.
everything you do. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.